Hello, guys. This is Anya and Laura. And guess what? We're changing our Tuesday Insights. We decided that the name sort of had its time, and we are going to name our little podcast here Life Actually. So,
Mm,
welcome to Life Actually with Anya and Laura. How are you, Laura?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thanks.
Good. Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about, we have a really cool topic. I'm really passionate about this, and I've been talking to quite a lot of clients about it. Think in life, we have options to be on so many different FMs. And I'm talking about FM of how our life can look like. There's so many different, and let's look at like FM can be like a different quality of life and each quality is like, higher quality means we have better results, better opportunities, better outcomes. So, and a lot of the times, like we can settle and go, oh my god, yeah, this will do for me. And this will do means that we settle for how we look, our habits, how much money we earn, where we live, what we drive, the friends we hang out with. And it might not be great, and we just go, oh, that will do for me, it's fine, even though friends are flaky or they never think of me or use me, and I'm underpaid and I hate my house, and I hate my fucking car or whatever. Any external, I'm just saying any external things, and we just go, oh, I can't have better, this will do. Or maybe we might have a partner that's like totally not for us, and we think, oh, we can't have better, this will do for me. And then like this, there are people who are more ambitious and they think, oh, I can have better and more, and they go and claim it. Yeah, I believe in life we don't get anything more or less, but what we are willing to claim. I believe that we can't have anything but whatever we're willing to become. Yeah, so whatever we want in life, we need to be willing to become it. If we can't be living and breathing what we want, we can't have it. Like, there's so many times that people talk about something and you're like, oh, I really want a relationship, and then when you look at their actions, well, they're not putting effort into any dating, or they don't put the effort into their appearance, or like they don't have good self-esteem, and then they keep being negative. So that's not foundation for having what you want. And the best, maybe metaphorical version that I can describe how I see these different versions of us that we can be is, it's compared to the divisions in sport. There are different divisions you can play, like Div 6, Div 5. I don't know, I'm looking at basketball, let's say. And then you can have, higher divisions, Div 1, or, like the Premier League. And what's the difference, think, like it's as we need to have different levels of, let's say, fitness, or how disciplined we are, how resilient we are, how we show up, what our habits are. And the difference, so it's like, what are our habits qualifying us for which division? That's what I think we need to ask ourselves, like, what my habits right now, which division am I qualified for based on how I show up and what my habits are? Because that's all it is. It's like, if you want to move to a higher division in life, you will have to update and upgrade who you are, how you show up, what you do, what your actions are. And then often it does come with, facing more fears, putting more effort in, making sacrifices, where a lot of people often, they want the results, yet they're not willing to make the sacrifice, give up things that are right now in the way of what you want, or
Yeah.
put more effort in, because like I said, things don't just come because we say we want them. Things will come because we're actually willing to do the things that will be aligned with what we say we want. What do you
Yeah.
think about what we're talking about?
Yeah, like absolutely. We need to show up like we deserve what we want. Like, so I remember having a moment recently and I was like, I deserve this. And I was like, really quite arrogant, to be honest. I was like, I deserve this, blah, 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 blah. And I remember being like, afterwards, I was like, well, fuck, I'm not showing up like I deserve it. So my actions are not actually, I think they are, but they're not, because it's like you're getting the same result, you're getting the same outcome. The external world is being a certain way. And I love my life, but there can be parts where you go, shit, that part is not what I want. And you can tell yourself you deserve it all you want, and I'm this, I'm that, and I'm a good person and blah blah blah. Shouldn't I get it? But no, you actually have to create it. Like, so if you're showing up like a tire kicker, and you're not actually looking after yourself, or you're not respecting yourself, or you're not saying what you need to say, you're going to get treated in certain ways in life. You're going to experience certain things from people. If you're constantly giving to people, they're going to take, like, why wouldn't they? That's how you show up. So they go, oh, she's a giver. Well, I'm going to take, right? That's just an example. And then you can get really shitty and you can be like, oh, well, or you can be like angry at the world, or you can go, oh, this is just how life is for me. And that's the part you're talking about, like, it's just how life is for me and that's how it is, and then you don't make any effort to change it. Like, yes, some things are easier, like we can go out, and for me, if I wanted to lose 2 kilos, I'd find that easier because I know exactly what to do. In other areas of life, it could be maybe earning more money. I could put the effort in, but I could still get the same wage, right? Like, or I could put the effort in and I could get more. It depends on what you're doing. When it comes to human behavior, how we're being treated and how we treat each other, that can be a bit more complicated, and you have to actually change how you're showing up if you want the external world to be a little bit different. But I do quite often see people, and I was having a conversation with someone the other day where it's like being on the surface sometimes is easier. But for me, I'm like, I actually, I like a little bit of surface, but I actually inside feel like no one really gives a shit when we're just doing surface. I'm going, I want to know more. I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know me. I want to talk about the depths of life. But if I go and show up in a surface way myself and don't go any deeper, I'm never going to create what I want either, am I? So I got to show up and actually go be the one that's willing to go deeper. And you'll have people that won't align with you. They'll prefer to stay on the surface and you prefer to go deeper, and that's okay, but you gotta try. If you want to create that within your relationships or whatever it is in the world, sometimes you gotta try to do something. You can't just sit there and go, well, this is the way life is, and oh, well, it's cheating bad, but I'm not doing anything about it. And I like what you said, your habits, like, what are your habits that you're doing and creating? And sometimes, like, we all have an area that can be harder, and we can have habits that are detrimental to us that we don't know about, which is really important to. That's what we do with people. We show people what's the habitual behavior they're doing to show up. Like, if they say, we've had lots of people say things like they deserve this, that, and the other, but you're saying to them, well, you're not showing up like you deserve it. You're not saying no, you're not asking, you're like with you, Anya, if I've people that will come and they go, well, I do deserve it, but I see them not showing up enough. You're really strong, so I know I can send them to you and go talk to Anya, because Anya shows up like she deserves it. She bloody claims it, right? So you're really good at claiming what you deserve. You're good at claiming and asking for, and not feeling guilty for it either, which is really cool. But we all know, like, it's about like what you said before, is you can just be going along going, oh, life is this and that and the other, but you don't do anything different or change your habit to make a change. So if you want to do the same thing, you'll get the same result, and that's as simple as, right? Unless you do a new thing and then you continuously do that consistently, then you might get something different, right? So yeah, hopefully
I
that
love
makes
what you
sense.
said, and it's so true, with the when, like people are keep doing the same thing, it's like, well, it's like they're living like a lot of people are living the life they hate or they don't like, but they're not
Mm,
asking themselves, oh, what can I do differently? It's like having this magical thinking, oh, one day I'll wake up and hopefully things will change for me.
yeah,
I think we need to really, start working on, well, what do I need to do something? How can I do something different so then my
yeah,
life actually can be different one day, instead of like not claiming it means like keep doing the same thing that doesn't claim it, that doesn't
yeah.
get the results, and then
Mm,
complaining about it and going, oh yeah, I can't have this, or it's too hard or whatever. So we've got to
yeah,
just really, again, when you want something, again, a lot of people go and focus on, oh, this is what I want, oh, but it's going to be hard, oh, it's impossible, or because they can't see it happen yet, they give up. Where I
yeah,
always had that attitude, if I wanted something, I was first thing I would go to, I wouldn't go, oh, is it hard or not? I just went, what do I need to do to get there? What are people who have those results doing? And I just went, okay, am I willing to do that? Because if I am, I know I'll get there. So
yeah,
I looked at possibility, and I was looking for solutions, or I look for solutions. Yeah. So that's why, again, if I want something, I must say I will claim it. And claiming it means you don't look what's in the way, you don't look what's going to be hard. you acknowledge it and go, okay, I'm willing to do that so that I can get past and close the gap where I am and where I want to be. And yes, it's not going to be easy, but people who are wanting things to stay easy, be easy, comfortable, and get their results, well, that's not going to happen. Yeah. So it's always like, we need to think. A lot of the time people forget that, you know, because we talk about something, it doesn't mean that we are it. Talking is aspiration. And think also, we all have potential. Everything has potential, but we need to recognize, like, potential doesn't just happen because we talk about it and we see it. We have to know how to squeeze that out so that potential actually happens.
Yeah,
that's why so many
absolutely.
times, you know, when we are in comfort and safety, we're wasting our potential, we're wasting our dreams, because they're not going to happen because we talk about them and think about them. It's always the question needs to be, what am I willing to do? What am I willing to sacrifice? Because again, I don't believe we will be able to have what we want without sacrificing first what we're doing that's in the way. That's the big one, I think. What am I willing to sacrifice? So let's say, you know, for some people, if they want to be persistently healthy, like, they will have to give up maybe drugs, alcohol, overeating. You know, that's just one example. You know, like, or, you know, someone who wants success in business, maybe you have to get out of comfort to create more exposure. And a lot of people, that's the biggest stopper often. We know, oh, I don't want to be exposed. Well, if you can't expose, how can you offer what you have, you know, for people? So it's often we will have to give up what's actually keeping us stuck.
Yeah, agreed. Love that. I think that's a good note to end on. Yeah, give up what is keeping you stuck. Totally agree. So yeah, what habits do you want to change? And if you don't have a clue, come see us. We might be able to help you figure it out.
Yeah,
So
and figure out what division in life do you want to be in, and what habits you need to sign up that will actually get you there.
absolutely. Thank you, Anya.
Thank you, Laura. Thanks, guys. Come and see us and talk to us if it resonated and you need help with it.
Yes.
Speak next time.
Yeah.